It finally happened. My friends finally found out about this YouTube channel. It was totally on my terms. I put the Facebook post up there, which is exactly how I wanted it to be if they ever found out. I didn't want them to just stumble across it and then go, why didn't you tell me, all this sort of stuff. But it finally happened, basically. So that makes this video a little bit nervous than I've been for a little while, because now it's people I know I'm talking to. The great news is the friends who have responded have given a fantastic response. No one's given any bad responses. No one said, what the hell are you doing this for? But yeah, so if I do come across a bit more nervous this time, it's because I know people are going to see this who I will talk to on a regular basis. And to be honest, that is part of the reason why I put that post out there last midweek, because I wanted a challenge. You know, it's not so much of a challenge doing this to total strangers, especially when you're not really trying to impress anybody. I'm still not trying to impress anybody other than myself, but when it's my friends and my colleagues and all that are seeing it, there is a sense of I need to do something that's good at least, and that's easier said than done, shall we say. So we're just going to battle through as much as we can. Plenty to tell you about. Obviously I told you in the midweek that I didn't do so good for the first half of the week. There was about 3 or 4 takeaways during the first half, which is a disgrace. The second half, there were a couple of eating outs. Nando's on Thursday dinner, as I already said I was going to do. But I'm normally pretty good with Nando's, so all I actually had was the chicken thighs, chips and garlic bread. I didn't get anything extras and that sort of stuff. What did I have for tea on Thursday? I had a butty for tea on Thursday. Friday dinner. Well, I've not even mentioned breakfast here. Breakfast was what was it? It was a butty. Yeah, butty on breakfast as well. It was. I've got some chicken breast meat in at the minute, so I had that. Dinner, I forgot to take my butties in to work with me, so I ended up having. Excuse me a minute. I'm going to talk about what I'm going to do to improve this in a bit for you, so you'll understand. But I am struggling to remember at the minute. It was. There was definitely chips involved. I went to our canteen basically and had a meat. It was a pork escalope, breaded pork, with chips and with some cauliflower cheese. This is why I need to write a script, by the way, guys. To be honest, even if I had a script, I wouldn't look at it. I honestly would not look at it. And then for tea, as I'd already said, I went to Chinatown with my sister. We went to an all-you-can-eat buffet where I actually got 3 plates, but they weren't full plates. They were literally one of a couple of items on each plate, so that I was trying different things. And I kind of surprised myself with the sort of stuff I would eat. The only thing we didn't really get into was vegetables, which, to be honest, I don't think my stomach could take so many different things at once anyway, so we probably stopped at the right point. But it was things like the Cantonese sauce and the Chinese barbecue sauce, those sort of things, with pork or with chicken, or there was a chicken wrap thing, which was chicken in a little parcel thing. I'm not really sure what it was supposed to be, but I say it showed me that if that is the authentic China taste, which my sister seems to think it will be in some ways, there'll be stuff I can eat there at least. So we're on at the minute for China. That's a good sign. And then yesterday, Saturday, breakfast was pretty late. Again, I had another chicken breast roll butty. Dinner, I didn't really have any dinner. I went straight to tea. I think I had a couple of mini rolls throughout the day, just keeping me going. But went straight to tea, and I had a chicken roast thing from Asda with, what did I put with it? I had a mac and cheese pot with it as well. So it's just basically a couple of ready meals that I just slotted together, which worked. It was quite nice. Exercise wise, Thursday about 6,000 to 7,000 steps, which is what I do on a day anyway, so nothing special. Friday, I broke 10,000 steps. It's like 10,100. However, I was sat at home when it decided to buzz, so literally as I sat down it said, oh, you reached 10,000 steps. It's nice. So I didn't do too much after that. And then Saturday I actually went over 12,000 steps. I forced myself to go out for a long walk, which pushed me over the 10,000, and then I went out to the cinema in the evening, which actually I did a couple of thousand steps just walking from the car park and back more than anything else. Went to see Rogue One, which I actually quite enjoyed. A couple of niggling little bits, like Darth Vader's voice was wrong. Could they not get James Earl Jones? And the mask as well, it had red eyes on the Darth Vader's mask. I just don't understand that, because it did not have that in the original films, or even the prequel when they put Darth Vader together, it didn't have it. But what do I know? I enjoyed the film. It was a really, really good film. It worked well with canon. I won't say too much more about the film, because to be honest, the other thing that I wasn't a fan of, to be honest, would spoil the film for other people, so I'm not going to give spoilers away. Everyone knew Darth Vader was in it. Everyone knows that sort of thing. I knew that before going in. Yeah, so 12,000 steps yesterday as well. So we're getting the exercise back up again, basically. I didn't get my second swim in this week, which means I need to do it this week coming. I need to do 2, maybe 3 if I get the chance, but 2 is a definite must do. So, what about the weight? I know I've made you wait for the weight. Last week I was 21 stone 5.8 pounds. And that's the best I've been in a very long time, at least 3 years since I was that weight. I have put back on, but I've only put on 0.9 of a pound, so I'm now 21 6.7. It's not good putting on, but I already knew it was a bad week. It means this week needs to be a good week. So I need to remember to bring butties into work every day. I am allowing myself one day, sausage day. I like sausage day, it's really nice. So otherwise it's got to be the butties. The takeaways, they just can't happen. And yeah, just got to keep going and get myself in the right direction again. So I've been having to think about how to continue this, because certainly since I stopped doing the daily vlogging, it is sort of, it's leveled out a bit. I'm still going down, but I'm going down a lot slower than I was when I was vlogging every day. The reason I stopped the daily vlogging is the amount of work I had to put in to do that one vlog every day. Obviously I work a full-time job. Monday to Friday I am in work, 8 hours a day. I won't say what hours. So to vlog, I'd have to record something before leaving home. I'd have to take pictures throughout the day, record something back at home, try and do something on a walk of some sorts. This is what I was doing. I could just do a piece of camera at the end of the day like I'm doing now, but then I have to edit it all together, whatever I've decided to do, including slotting the pictures in. So you notice there's a lot less pictures going in at the minute, because it is actually a lot of editing to do on this. I'm using some free software that came with a Mac, basically. What's it called? iMovie. I could pay for some software. I don't know if it'd be any easier or any better. I'd probably get better effects, those sort of things. Not interested when I'm doing a vlog. If I'm doing something a bit more special than a vlog, then maybe. But right now, there's no reward for the cost. You know, it may be monetized, but I'm getting nothing from it, basically. Let's just put it that way. So all that put together, if I was going to do a daily vlog, I'd want to do something more than just me talking to you like this. It's just too much work for what I'm doing right now. I was getting myself really tired, and it was risking coming to a point where it was going to affect my actual day job, and I can't do that. You know, I rely on my day job for money, and I do what I hope is a good job. I'm sure people will tell me it is or it isn't. So that's why the daily vlogging disappeared. But I need to do something. So what I'm thinking of doing is, say either on Instagram or Twitter or something like that, just have a feed where literally what you see is the food I've eaten for the day, and putting my daily steps at the end as well, or at the start of the next day. Maybe even find something where I could have you vote on whether it's a good day or a bad day at the end of the day, so that we can come together on the Sunday, put the summary together saying we had 5 good days, 2 bad days, this, that and the other, basically. Now, I'm not much of a Twitter person, so I don't know what features are in there at the minute, but that's what I'm considering doing at this point, something to that effect. If I do that, I'll launch it next week. But what I'm asking for at the minute is your feedback on that, your comments as to how you think I should continue. And even if you say daily vlogging, but just like I'm doing today, one piece to camera, I could consider it and try it, but as I say, it was a lot of work previously. As you can tell, I've still forgotten to mute the items. Could you think after, what is this, 17 weeks I think I worked out as? I'd be used to actually coming in, going mute, 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 mute. No, apparently not. I get worse. I get absolutely worse. Right. In fairness, that's probably a cue for me to stop, but what I'm saying is, how would you want me to proceed? How do you think will work best for me? Obviously, it is for me, it's for no one else, but I'm relying on you guys, basically, to keep me honest. What's the best way to do that? And with that, I'm going to leave today. That's basically all for this week. Hopefully we can end January with a bit more of a loss and get some more of this weight off. And thanks very much for watching again, guys, and I shall see you next week.